Hey, welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. This is a collective reading for the earth, air, fire, and water signs collectively. So if you don't know what element you are, if you are a fire sign, you are Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. If you are a water sign, you are Cancer, Capricorn, and Pisces. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you're an air sign, you are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And if you are an earth sign, you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn, you was trying to get up in the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Moving forward, if you're new to Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. Good day, good evening, good night, good love, good comfort, good peace, good joy, good happiness, good longevity, good understanding. So let's go ahead and get started, and then I will give you some announcements. All right, Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity and understanding for the collective, as above, so below. Ashe. All right. I'm not getting any intuitive hits as of right now. So let me give you some announcements. So if you are new to the podcast, again, welcome. You can message me. If you want to message me, you can message me. There is an icon that you can click. It says message. You're able to send me a verbal message of your choice. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. All right. Everything that you need is in the description box. Now, if you want to become a monthly supporter, you can start off as small as 99 cents, no more than $9.99. All right. If you do not want to be a dedicated subscription, you can send your gifts via CashApp or PayPal. All right. So also you can go to the YouTube and go there and subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and the growth of the new channel. Okay, we are new. All right. We are new, and I know I have a lot of you. There's a lot of other specialty workers here, and when I say, I don't want to just exempt anyone out, because we have a lot of other readers here, that come and and bring support, and I want to welcome you. So that's why I said everyone in the spiritual community and pertaining to your specialty. All right. So let's get started. Also, I want to tell you, someone's having concern about their way on how they do their devotion. There's no such thing as wrong devotion. All right. Follow your heart. What works for you works for you. Okay. I never even knew about prayer till my grandma. Let me see, how old was I? I think I was in the 2nd grade is when I learned my first prayer. Okay? And it was just like I remember my grandma, she called me to come to the back of the room. And, I wasn't the grandchild where, adults call you and go, get me this out the kitchen. No, I got, but anywho. So my granny calls me. She's like, get on your knees. And I'm like, huh? She's like, I want you to pray, right? And if I can recall the first time she asked me, I refused, and she didn't make me. So she tried again the next night. See, this is what I forgot. She tried again the next night. She said, would you like to learn how to pray? And this time I said yes. And she just said, repeat after me. And then ever since then, I asked her if I could pray every night. And I prayed so long that she would fall asleep. I mean, I made sure I prayed for every insect that was smaller than an ant, every tree, a couch, a car, our hair on our head. It was just, it would get to the point where my grandma would go, okay, now we gotta, it's time to end the prayer, and, and you gotta get ready to go to school. I was looking forward for those prayers, but then it stopped. I can't remember how it stopped. My granny just didn't have patience. It was more so, now you know how to pray, and this is what you need to do on your own. That wasn't told to me, but eventually it grew on me, right? Moving forward, so there's a concern of someone's devotion, and it's like, if you are making yourself a part of some group, I want to say group, because it's not giving me like it's not giving me organization vibes. No, it's not giving me organization vibe. It's giving me like a group of people who want things to go their way, and then it's like they welcome people into their group to learn about these people, to break them down, for them to become submissive. And then these people no longer possess, well, they still possess the qualities that they came into the group with, but it's like they lose themselves. It's orchestrated here. This group it's like a targeted, they pick certain people and they break these people down to the point to where, like, these people then depend on them as if they need them. But the way that they break people down, it's like, no, that's not the way you're supposed to do it. And there is no wrong way. When it comes to surrendering, there is no wrong way. All right? Wrong does not become wrong until someone is aware that something is wrong. But that wrong has to be just with the individual's acceptance. Do they feeling convicted or not? Okay? Some people feel convicted for pulling the petals off of a flower. But one does not feel that conviction until they realize that flower petals have, I feel that flowers can feel, right? I get annoyed when I see someone bored and they start pulling leaves and stuff. I remember, I'm a guilty of association. I was one of those kids, even as an adult, And then you realize it's like, oh, Tree, I apologize. Anywho, it just depends. And I feel like it's like, once you get you submit yourself of being a part of something, it's hard for you to break away from something that that doesn't fit you or doesn't suit you. And it's kind of the feeling of, oh man, I'm going to have to start all over. Yeah. it's sometimes, I mean, first you'll have those moments where it's fun of getting to know new people, and then you'll get in those moments where it's like, I don't have energy, I'm not interested, this feels rehearsed, I'm so over it. That eventually will wear off. That's why there's so many ways when it comes to devotion and prayer and spirituality. Yeah, the Four of Cups with the Four of Swords. When you're ready is going to be when you're ready. Okay? Some of you are exhausted from the Ten of Swords. Right? This too shall pass with the Nine of Wands. Communication is coming in. Or you are sending communication out. Someone could be coming towards you. So be mindful. Be very, very mindful. Yeah, you're going to be mindful because the Four of Wands. Whatever this is coming towards you, if something is resolved. Definitely resolve, understanding. Yeah, so it's older people jealous of someone who has a younger spirit. You could be older too and just be young-minded. You know what I mean? So, moving forward, it's definitely going to be resolved here. But I feel like don't celebrate too hard. The reason why I say don't celebrate too hard is because that Ten of Swords, it feels like this Four of Wands is needed so that someone's dark, shadowy ways are exposed. Okay? You are already aware of this energy within certain people. But whoever they associate themselves with, those people think you've done something for certain people to act the way that they've acted. So whoever got recruited on the I don't like you team, right? Because you have this natural gift or gifts, right? That someone's shadow self that they've tried to hide, it then makes sense of why they were trying to recruit the I don't like that person or I don't like them type of group. Alright, so let's see what other messages come out. We do have the Fool and the Death. So no, someone doesn't fear of starting over. This starting over doesn't necessarily have I swear I saw I seen it, the sun. Well, anyways, someone is no longer afraid to come out. Someone's no longer afraid to start over. It doesn't necessarily mean moving to a new place or nothing like that. It just means shaking off yesterday so that today could be a fresh new start type energy. And you're starting to be successful at that with the Four of Wands. You're communicating, it's showing. You're adulting. You're growing up. Look at that. Yes. What was that? Something wanted to come out, but I don't know what it is. When it does that, I'll be like, oh, a card popped out. And then it don't even pop out. It'll just be doing that. Okay. Someone stops talking about how they're going to change. And they just do it. Overall, follow your gut. Trust your gut. It's all a learning experience. And when things are not going accordingly to plan, it's okay. Learn how to adjust to changes. And that could be some of the change that it's uncomfortable for someone to implement and to practice a new form of devotion. All right? And I'm getting it's all about, a relationship of having common grounds. You will become successful at getting over what people may think, especially with your small successes. And what I mean by that is like things that used to bother you don't bother you no more. So there's a lot of growth, all right? Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.